Y'all are stupid.
This is how we get down, man. Wait,
Okay,
hey,
well,
what up? Welcome. What up, y'all? The No Boundaries crew. We back up in the building once again. Big Pee Wee, Juan Fuego, Zaid, Young
peace.
Deacon in the building, man. So we up in here, man. We got another episode. Young Fuego, is this episode 22? 24.
No, man, I think this is 25 now.
25. I was close.
Yeah.
I was in the ballpark. Today we got a special guest in the building, man. Anybody who want to introduce this young scholar?
Hey, I got you. This is Anthony Hamilton's stunt double. Nah, man, this is our family member. This is our cousin, KJ, brother Fagan, who's also a basketball player, and happens to be Juan Fagan's son.
Yes,
How y'all
sir.
doing today? How y'all doing today?
So
Yeah.
brother Fagan, welcome to the No Boundaries crew.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. So I think tonight is gonna be fellas talk, and this whole conversation, for the most part, is gonna be about NBA, Major League Baseball. We just gonna have sports talk, man. Barbershop
I love
talk
it.
right now, man.
For sure. Hey, before we get started, Pee Wee,
Yeah, what's
Um,
up, Z?
I just want everybody to look at Pee Wee's box. This I'm not gonna call you an N-word, but I'm gonna say this brother got a full-on microphone. I'm trying to figure out why he got a mic and I got my headphones. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you want me to get my headphones?
No, I'm just saying you like real professional, you know.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I try to do I try to do the best that I can.
You're just missing the windscreen. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, so real quick, just want to welcome everybody. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube page, okay? Give us a thumbs up. Make sure to click on that bell so that you can get the next episode. When that episode drops on a Thursday, you know when it drops if you click on that bell, all right, man? So just make sure that you guys give us thumbs up and subscribe. Share this. Let us know your thoughts, because, again, it's just your opinion. You know, this is
Right.
what it's all about. No boundaries, just your opinion, and we want to hear from you. All right, man. So let's get the show popping off. Brother Fagan, I'm gonna ask you a question, man, because
hmm
NBA bubble is on and popping. NBA is back. They got these guys in a bubble. Some of these guys have tested positive. They kicked them out. And the latest one is Lou Williams, LA Clipper Lou Williams. My man gets a pass from the NBA for the
Right.
family to go home and gets caught up at Magic City. Now, I ain't mad at him. The one thing I ain't mad at him. He went to Magic City, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at him on this.
right.
Right. At all.
But what's your thoughts, man, with this, COVID-19 starting NBA back up? You know, you do have some of these guys that are testing positive for
Mhm.
COVID-19. Just tell me, your thoughts as a basketball player yourself. You've traveled, being in the locker room, talking to, fellow teammates and stuff like that. What's your thoughts?
Initially, I thought that it was a pretty dumb decision to go to Magic City during that time, but from the knowledge I've gained after the fact, I think that it's a restaurant, a place that you can eat as well. So I think that I think that's the route that Lou is going for right now. So if he actually went there just to get food, then I can't be mad at him. But definitely an irresponsible decision given the climate that we're in. But I don't think it's the biggest of deals.
So now he has to be quarantined. When he comes back, he's going to be quarantined for another 14 days, which
Right.
is going to hurt his squad because he's not going to be there.
Right.
Now, no, go ahead.
I think, well, regardless, him leaving in the first place was going to hurt his squad because whenever he came back, he's going to have to quarantine for the 14 days, regardless of the day. So, I think him leaving just off the jump, that set his squad back. So I don't think whatever he did off the court necessarily sped up or made his quarantine longer. I knew that returning, they kind of knew that he would be gone for 14 days, so, which is why he probably visited the strip club, because he's like, all right, I'm going to be out 14 days regardless of what I do, if I don't go or if I don't, or if I do. So
Yo,
that's
that's a
what it was.
great point. That's a
Yeah.
great point, because I think a lot of people are so, oh, why did he do that? He's hurting. Like, regardless of when he left or whatever, he had to come back and go and get quarantine
Yeah.
himself.
Whenever
So, yeah,
I come back, I'm going to have to get these 10
right,
days or 14 days
right,
out the way. It doesn't
right.
matter what I did outside the court. I'm going to get quarantined
Exactly.
regardless. So
And
But
I don't
I
think he was looking at it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Juan.
no. I was just gonna say my understanding is that depending on what you left the bubble for, right? I think the
right.
rule is if you leave the bubble and you agree to be tested every day while you're outside of the bubble, then when you
Mm,
come back, your quarantine is 4 days. If you're not tested every day, then
Oh,
it's 10 days, right?
okay.
So,
right.
like a Patrick Beverly, I believe he's only being quarantined for 4 days since his return. But Lou Williams is going to have to do 10.
Okay, so you got to do the 10.
I mean, I think that's very interesting. Yeah, for me, the interesting part to all of this is, okay, if there's a family member that's sick, and you're the main primary person, you go home. I got that. What I don't get is, why is it that some of these guys say, okay, I'm going home for my family. Why is it that the NBA didn't just have the family? I mean, they're at this big Disney resort. Why not have the family come in? You do the same thing testing the family as you test the players, so that these guys have a reason to stay and they don't have to. I mean, this is what, 3 months of this?
Yeah,
Right.
But how?
I think that for him, I think he went home for a funeral. So it was somebody that passed away. I don't think it was just
Yeah.
on the I just want to leave type stuff. But I mean, just from me from the outside looking in, I think if you had the whole family there, that's a lot more money. That's a lot more testing. That's a lot. Even though it's on a resort, I mean, you there to really hoop. You ain't there to read chilling.
And if you do it for that amount of people, how many more people are going to say, "I got
Exactly.
a family issue," and you're going to have to
Right.
do it for,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
I think that the NBA, I think the NBA has the best scenario going than all of them. I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, you have the issues of people leaving the bubble and their protocols that they have to do. But look at the Miami Marlins, or whoever they are. They the Miami Marlins now?
Miami Marlins,
Eight, eight,
11 people
11 people. And then I heard on the
out of
radio today,
33.
Wow.
that there was
What
a
are y'all doing?
trainer that died that they're not publicizing. They haven't put out his name or anything. There's a trainer in baseball who died from COVID.
Damn.
Haven't put his name out or anything because he is just the first fatality since all this happened. But you got 11 people on a team, and 2 of them knew that they were positive before the game.
Now
Mm.
Played
that's deep.
anyway.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Played
see
selfish.
that
anyway.
now that ain't right. Yeah, that
Yeah.
ain't
That's
right.
selfish.
Yeah,
I
for
can
real.
understand the team not letting the information out to the public, because another thing with this Will, I just think that it's just something for the media to eat up, and I think that this is something for us to talk about, because at the end of the day, it's really not that big of a deal. I don't have control over his life or what he does off the court, but I think in terms of disclosing who is positive or how many cases you got, I think as an organization, if you're handling it behind the scenes, then the media frenzy isn't needed, because I think that just scares everybody, and then everybody's like, all right, I don't want to play, or I don't want to do this. So
Right,
Of
right.
course, I mean,
Especially
that's what
right
the media
now.
is all about.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
media is
right,
right.
about, they're clickbait also. So,
right,
whatever I can do to get clickbait and people pay attention, and whatever story I can get out first. And it doesn't matter if it's true, if it's going to hurt somebody or whatever. This is what the media does.
right.
I think, what Juan was saying, like, man, I didn't know that though, Juan, that a couple of players knew that they were positive.
Yeah.
And so the Marlins played the Phillies.
Mhm.
The Phillies are playing the Yankees, so they postponed the Marlins and the, I think it was the
The
Yankees
Phillies
and the
in.
Phillies game
Mhm, mhm.
because Philly had just played the Marlins.
Right, and
Yeah,
And then
everybody
and
got to
they're.
get tested.
the Philly players were in the locker room.
Mhm.
So you can't have the Yankee players in the locker room, you
Mm,
know.
Well,
So
not only that, they were testing the Philly players to see, and they're waiting for the results to come back. So
yeah,
if no results come back, or no positive results come back from the Phillies, okay, whatever happened was within the Marlins organization. But if it comes back, 3 or 4 people with the Phillies, baseball has a major problem, bro.
oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
how did each one of these different organizations come in contact with each other to pass it through the other organization? You
right.
know what I'm saying? Was it high fives? Was it, what was it? What
Mhm.
was it?
Because baseball is like the most socially distant sport, when they're in the outfield or between
Right.
bases. So I
Right.
don't. I mean, they do a lot of handshakes in baseball. So I mean, who
Right.
knows?
And they not, and like you said, the NBA they had the luxury of doing the bubble where
Right.
they're keeping you in a specific
Right.
spot the whole time.
Right.
I don't think baseball is doing that,
At
obviously.
all.
Um,
They
yeah,
No,
they
so
and
try.
it's hard
you
for
go
them
a
to
Dodgers
do it.
whole yeah.
Dodgers just landed in Houston, bro.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah, it's hard for baseball to do it, um, just because uh, different teams, different ballparks, and I mean, I think it would be dope if they did have just one facility,
Hmm.
like one hotel to house all of them. You test them. They play at one park. I know it's going to be hard
I
or
was about to
or
say, yeah.
it's kind
Yeah,
of
that
hard.
is really tough
Yeah.
for baseball because the games are so long.
And
Yeah,
and I was about to say the games are long and it's a gang of games and players. Like with the NBA, they only took a certain amount of teams. So that you know limited the access to.
yeah, because Major League Baseball is only playing 60 games and that's it. But
Mm,
in these 60 games, it is still difficult. But I
right.
mean, I don't honestly, and in my personal opinion, just my opinion, I don't think baseball is going to last.
Mm,
Yeah,
I
not with
think they may
this.
stop baseball.
right.
You know, I think I think they honestly they will.
And
Um,
and even with that, as we were talking last week, so you see what happened with baseball. Football is even a more contact sport.
hmm
Right.
I just don't see it happening. There's
yeah,
just no way that
Right.
you can safely start playing football, and now you're having
Right.
players opting out.
Right. Right.
I
yeah.
think.
It was so funny the other day. Anthony Rizzo, first baseman for the Chicago Cubs, one of the guys, I don't remember who it was, got a base hit, and Anthony took his time coming to him, to hold him on first base.
Uh,
He reached in his back pocket and gave him some hand sanitizer.
wow.
And
Hey,
then
that's
after he
no
gave him the
joke.
hand sanitizer, then he gave him a high five. Like, hey, good job. That was a good hit. Yeah.
Hey, hey, speaking of people holding out and things like that, brother,
Mm,
um, you with the process of like the NBA draft and things that's going on, with it being withheld, what are your thoughts on if there is a draft and your name is called or not called? Uh,
mm.
what would you plan to do if they ask you to be in the bubble, or if next season was maybe shortened or whatever? How would you feel about that?
I mean, I don't really care about where we play. I just think that in this climate, I think any hooper would just be excited to have a opportunity to play at somewhere consistent with some structure to play. I think that's just the most frustrating thing about this whole process is just throughout this whole quarantine, I just haven't had a consistent outlet to play basketball. So I think given that opportunity, I would jump up and seeing how well the NBA is working and the media circus that they've made out of it, a positive media circus and sharing what's going on in the bubble and just a unique experience like that, I wouldn't oppose to being a part of something like that.
Right. No, yeah, I was just asking that because I know a lot of people, like you look at J.R. Smith and some of the other guys that took people's spots. I mean,
Right.
you got to stay ready. They like, let's go. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I mean,
Uh,
definitely if you have health issues with the family, then definitely sympathize and empathize with you. But in terms
right.
of, no fans, I mean, you grow up playing in front of no fans. So I think it's something that you can easily adjust to. And at the end of the game, it's just about what's going on the court, not off it. So
Right, right.
And a lot of these people
Go
go
ahead.
to colleges that don't have a lot of fans either. So that ain't no big thing.
Hey, for real. And I was thinking, the angle that we have on the
man.
court, the angle that we have on the court, it ain't nobody right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But
right.
to be honest, like I think that the fans do give you that level of
Yeah,
energy or whatever.
it
You kind of
is.
feed off that. Like when you make a
It is.
basket, you catch eye contact with somebody, you like, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for these dudes,
Right,
and coaches and stuff like that, because they still be turned. You know what I mean? Like,
right,
and
right.
and at the end of the day, you playing for a championship. So it's like you better find some internal energy and something, because
Yeah.
you're not getting it from the sideline.
So is this will this championship have an asterisk next to it?
Yes, but I think it'll have a good asterisk. It will be something special. I think that it's not easy to win in an atmosphere like this. Bring your own energy on
Right.
a court every day, and then you're playing the same pros for 7 games at a time in a bubble like this. I think it's nowhere to hide on the floor. It's nowhere to hide your weaknesses because you don't have the fans to over. I mean, everybody's eyes are on the 10 players on the court. There's no announcers to hear about. There's no anything. So I think that the level of basketball will rise in the playoffs, and whoever does end up winning this championship, it will be a good one.
Got you.
So, Brother Fagan, since you said that, who do you think that would actually? What team do you think actually end up in the playoffs? Well, championship. Let me ask that. Zai, oh, Brother Fagan, won't you answer
You
that?
bet.
What team do you think, looking at the squads that are in the bubble right now, what teams do you
Hmm.
think that will actually make the championship?
I think it's going to be Lakers Celtics. I think a lot of people think it's going to be Lakers and the Bucks, but I think Lakers are coming out the West, and I think the Celtics will come out the East.
Hmm.
Right now, I know a lot of people are putting their money on Giannis and LeBron, but I think that overall the Celtics have enough to beat the Bucks over a series of games. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not counting the Bucks out, just yet. But to me, right now, I just think the Celtics are coming out the East, and I wouldn't mind another Lakers Celtics finals.
What about you, Z?
I might agree with that. I'm for sure gonna go with the Lakers. Like, I'm not a fan like that, but I'm gonna go with the Lakers. And I like his thought on the Celtics. Man, they got a lot of firepower.
Hmm.
Not saying that the Bucks don't, but they got like the Celtics got 3 or 4 scorers. You know what I mean? That can really go at you individually. So I think that might be a good pick, man. I think that might be a good pick. And right now, a lot of these teams not at full strength, and the Lakers really kind of are. You missing Rondo and what's his name?
Avery
I forgot the
Bradley.
dude name.
Avery
Avery
Bradley.
Bradley, but then you bring in JR, you bring in I forgot the other boy name. Like, you bring in a squad.
Waiters.
Waiters, my guy, yeah, he
Wasn't the
getting
guy he
buckets today.
scored like
He had like 16 or something the other day.
yeah.
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 So you got some bona fide dudes coming in. So I'm with it.
What about you, Juan Fuego?
I used to tell Kim when Shaq and Kobe was playing, I said they like a runaway train. It's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do to stop it. And I think AD and LeBron is the same way. I mean, there's no other team that can match up with them, bro. Just nobody. I mean, the Clippers can slow down LeBron with Kawhi. He can't stop him, but he can slow him down. But then who gonna slow down AD?
Yeah. And then the
Paul
shooters
George can't do it.
the
He
shooters
just
that's waiting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Paul George is
Yeah.
he's good, but he can't do nothing with AD. I
And
just think they got too much, right? And then
And
in the East,
define
it's a toss up.
and define slowing down LeBron, because to slow down LeBron is still giving you 25.
Yeah,
So
I mean, he. Oh God, yeah.
You don't want to give him the love award?
Who?
You,
Kawhi?
LeBron.
No. Oh no. Hey, I'm not a LeBron hater. The dude
Right.
is phenomenal, but
Right.
like you said, I would really have to. It would take probably this entire podcast to describe what slowing him down means, because slowing him down is making him score 20 instead of 30. You know what I mean?
Or
And that
making him
20,
pass, and that's what he wants to do.
and and then who is he passing to? You got AD, now you got JR, you got. I
Come
mean,
on,
they just,
man.
dude,
Pieces.
man, think about it. If the Lakers really wanted to, they could have AD, Dwight Howard, and JaVale McGee.
Damn.
All in the game at the same time, dude. Them is 3 7-footers.
Yeah, they pieced that team really
Then you put
nicely,
LeBron to handle the ball, and you put any shooter you want out there. Danny Green, Deion Waiters, J.R. Smith, Katavius Pope.
Yeah.
You want to put Caruso out there to give some grit. I mean, hey man. Choo choo. They rolling. They rolling. And I hate it too. I hate it. These damn Laker fans gonna lose their mind, bro.
Why you say you hate it? Why?
Because I'm an antagonist. That's all.
And he
I'm an antagonist.
He gotta hear Kim. He gotta hear
I'm
Kim.
an antagonist. All of my friends are just Laker fans, and
So you're not a Laker fan?
It's not that I'm not a Laker fan. I pull for the Lakers, but I don't like the Laker fans. Laker fans are like these fucking cowboy fans.
That's not the question,
right?
Juan.
Listen, I have to explain it. Listen, whenever the Lakers lose, either the referees cheated. It wasn't that the team was just better than them that day.
No,
It's never that. It's always an excuse. And that's my problem. That's the same thing with Cowboy fans. Oh, we got 6 championships. But you ain't won a playoff game, bro.
You stupid, Juan.
And I don't even argue with him no more, because I mean, all they're gonna say is we got 16 championships.
It's above me.
Yeah. We got 16 championships. Yeah,
I mean, who you cheer for, Pee Wee?
When was the last time you even went to the playoffs?
Oh,
I'm a Laker fan. Hands down. I'm a Laker fan.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
I'm just trying to understand, because I feel a lot of steam come on off the Juan Fuego's chest.
It's all right, man.
There.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's a great franchise. They're back great again, but there was some years, dog.
Oh yeah. I mean, all teams go through their years where they suck.
Some people don't remember that.
Yeah.
See, some people don't remember that.
I remember the year, what was it? Kobe was playing, and the team was horrible. And Kobe got injured, and then finally came. He left. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, man, what was it? They won like 5 games in the season, something like that. Like, they was horrible.
No, I remember Eldon Campbell years.
Eldon Campbell.
Well, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to go back that far, Fuego.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to go back that far. Hey, so, Brother Fagan, right now, you training, you getting yourself right. If we put you in front of LeBron to guard LeBron right now, as we speak, right now, Coach goes, Fagan, let's go. You in. You guarding LeBron. You guarding, the king.
Layup.
You know what I'm saying? How are you going to stop him?
It's a tough day.
That's a tough day. I think that'll be my rookie welcome to the league moment,
That's funny.
I don't think there's much you could do, and I don't think I would feel as bad because not too many people have stopped LeBron. So,
right.
It's not like everybody's coming in expecting me to stop him. So I wouldn't feel too much pressure.
So when you look at LeBron and you see how he dribbles, how he moves, as a player, you study other players.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see is a kink in his armor?
I don't think there is.
It's always something in a player.
I honestly, I've seen every aspect of the game from LeBron. I've seen him shoot the ball amazing. I've seen him handle the ball better than a lot of guards. I've seen him pass the ball better than a lot of guards. I've seen him score the ball better than a lot of people that are known for scoring. So I guess winning. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I think other than that, he's the most complete player I've seen.
So Z,
across the board.
Since you are you training, you coaching cats, what advice would you give Fagan on LeBron?
Oh man, pick him up full court. Make him have to change some directions a couple of times. Other than that, and don't let him get no full head of steam because it's a wrap. And get out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Don't become a highlight reel.
Don't become a highlight reel. You better reach from behind or fake something.
Right.
Man, y'all listen. I used to tell him when he was younger. Tell him when he was younger. If Kobe walked into the gym right now, he couldn't beat me. And I'll say the same thing about LeBron. I'll tell you why.
Why? You gonna get ejected from the game.
He didn't beat me. Flagrant 8.
Hey, I'm with you, Juan.
Flagrant 8.
Oh God. No.
Hey, kick me out. I didn't lose.
Yeah. And you done hurt the man.
I'm not gonna hurt him, but you know, I'm fouling hard.
I love it.
You gonna know I'm in this game.
Yeah,
right,
man.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? I remember when I first met LeBron and he first came into the league. I was working at a radio station and we was on the circuit of doing stuff with the NBA. And when I tell you, LeBron's, before he got into the league, they were doing, what's before the season starts? What do they do before the season
Summer
starts?
League.
So Summer League. He was in the Summer League. They was eating LeBron up, fouling him all kind of which ways. And when he got into the league, his first few games in the league, it was happening again. And I remember him saying, like, man, like, I didn't expect this. But he was like, I'm going to toughen up. This is part of the game. I'm going to toughen up. Right. And, like, I mean, look at him now.
Yeah. You know, the thing about that is, though, the way was paved for that because the Pistons beat up Jordan for years. It wasn't until the switch went off in his head that I gotta toughen up. I gotta bulk up. I gotta get stronger, and I gotta be able to fight through this. So LeBron, seeing that happened to him the first, you know, in the summer league in the first few games, he already knew. Okay, you know what I mean? This dude is 6'9", damn near 260 pounds, bro. That's and I mean, dude. Not an ounce of fat on him.
Pause.
Oh. Man.
Well, I said not an ounce of fat on him.
I'm just saying, bro.
Pause.
Hey, Karl Malone was 6'9", about 250, bro, and he didn't play nothing like LeBron. Right.
And that's the crazy part, like the body difference, because Karl Malone, was like big, you know what I mean? And LeBron don't look that big, but he, you know, that's a different beast, man. And he could do everything like. And Juan, I think you would like LeBron because, honestly, and I don't want to say it like that, but he reminds me of a Magic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All around.
Like a big guard, Paul.
Yeah, you know? Well, he probably plays a lot better defense than Magic.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. And probably could shoot
Magic
better
didn't play defense.
At
all.
He didn't have to. For what? What were we playing defense for? I win championships. What do you mean?
Yeah, he went 9 times. Thank you.
Oh.
How many LeBron go to?
He went 9 straight, but Magic won 5.
That's fine.
How many LeBron on? He got like what? 4?
3.
4.
Do he got 4? Is it 4 or 3?
He 2 with Miami, 1 with Cleveland, 1 with the Lakers. No, he ain't gonna win the Lakers.
No.
So 3. Yeah, he got 3. Yeah.
He done been about 11 times.
He should have 4 by now, but
you being optimistic. You being optimistic.
No, he should have 4 because he should have beat the Mavericks the first year with the Heat.
But what's amazing is
they had no business losing that.
And what's amazing is all the teams he even took that had no business being there
for real.
whatsoever.
Yeah,
That
that's
Cleveland
real.
team he took that first year in the finals, they had no business being there.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he was 23 yet.
And that was a bunch of role players and some,
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Just really just get. That's what I'm saying. Like I think that from a coaching standpoint, you always want the best players, but sometimes it's not. You don't win with the best players. Sometimes you need people to play their roles. Of course, you need that guy that can get you a bucket anytime, and you might need one or two of those. But everybody else, for it to work, you got to play a role, man. You got to play a position, or it's not gonna be right. It's gonna be that you go, I go, you go, I go, and that ain't gonna work. So you see, even with brother, you know, he played with San Diego State. You know, he just finished up at San Diego State, and they were, you know, in the top 5 in the country. But same thing, just being unselfish, and any given day, they had three or four guys that could give you a bucket, and you see what that did for them. But yeah, man, yeah.
So, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, P.
No, I was just saying. So, brother, you know, I know your dream is to hit the NBA. You know, be in the league. You know, do you have the phone calls? The phone calls are coming to you. Has scouts come out and looked at you? Like, what's going on with you right now?
Well, since quarantine started, like the NBA only allowed the prospects to talk to teams over Zoom. So I've talked to about 8 or so NBA teams so far and got good feedback. But in terms of like anything concrete, I don't think that they're able to tell me anything concrete because they don't have a plan themselves. But I mean, the scouts have been looking. My name is on the radar. I think my name is in the mix with being drafted. So I think at this point, I just have to control what I can, which is, you know, working out and doing my part and staying in shape. But I know that's tough right now, but I just have to control what I can. But in terms of everything being put in motion, things are in motion. But it's just a process right now. I'm talking to a team on Wednesday. I believe yesterday's Monday. I'm talking to the Pacers on Wednesday. So I just have to put my best foot forward in these interviews and let everything flow from there.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You're gonna still be looking like a smoker on Wednesday?
Yeah,
probably.
Hey,
probably.
no, we need the barber. We need to call a mobile barber right now.
Right.
This man, they gonna be like, God damn, they gonna be like Anthony Hamilton interviewing.
This is what society has taught y'all to think that a haircut is professional.
Is that what we
you
did?
know, I'm going back to our roots and letting them know that you can look like this.
Yeah. Okay.
And still hoop, huh?
And still hoop and still be a great person.
Only problem is your mustache hairs is covering up your bottom lip.
Hey, if he closes his mouth, you can't see nothing.
No, I literally bit off a couple of hairs.
Hey,
it's a couple on the side.
Hey, Pee-wee, talking about being professional, your boy throwing out the first pitch, bro. Like, what was he thinking, B? What was he thinking, Doc?
Dr.
Oh, my
Fauci.
God.
What do you do?
The man, listen, you got to watch the videos, y'all. This man, listen, you know he a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have no athleticism.
It was horrible.
You could have threw it. Nick, Juan, you got to watch the – bro, it didn't – he threw the ball to the left.
Hey, and they're making so many jokes about it. His first pitch was a social distancing pitch.
Oh, God.
Listen, hey, it was so bad. Like,
do you remember seeing 50 Cent when 50 Cent threw out his? That's what it looked like.
Like
that's what it looked like.
Yeah, he watching it right now. Like you didn't play a sport in the summer. Hey, in the summer, Dr. Fauci was at science camp, bro.
Hey, yeah, nah, for real.
Like
he was at band camp.
Hey, like,
but like
Dr.
he flicked the wrist
Dr.
like
Fauci
he wanted it to go straight.
Yeah, and then he looked like, hey,
yeah, go get it.
Like,
go get it.
It was all bad, man.
What are you doing?
Hey.
And the crazy thing is, most people they get nervous when they hit the mound to throw out the first pitch is because the crowd.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
you ain't got no crowd there.
It ain't no. It's some cardboard cutting some people,
That's
dog.
Right,
it.
right.
Oh
right.
my God. Hey,
And
Dr.
and
Fauci.
normally,
I know what it was. I know what it was, P. I
what
know
was it?
exactly what it was. Dr. Fauci got the COVID, and he didn't want to throw the ball to the dude.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah,
that,
You
yeah,
got the
that
COVID.
yeah,
look,
yeah.
aha, aha. Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, that was all
crazy.
bad though. But normally, there's a cage that is underneath the it's like behind the dugout. There's a cage where normally they go throw or they hit. When there's a rain out or something like that, just to keep themselves loose. I know he had to be back there throwing, and I know whoever he was catching him was like, "Oh, this is about to be all bad."
Like this is
Boy.
not go right.
Yeah, this is not gonna go good.
That's funny,
Yeah,
man.
man.
That is hilarious.
I do want to change up real quick. And, this whole week, it's been a lot going on this whole week, especially with COVID, NBA, and stuff like that. And, I put out and I asked, what's the one thing that's on your mind that you want to get off your chest right now? It's a lot that's been going on. And I see brother smiling, look like he already something's rolling through his head. Juan Fuego, he had to sit back in the chair, and I think he has to ponder his. I can't tell about Zaid. I feel like Zaid already got his.
Hey, I'm in a great mood, and I got my brother want the barbershops to open. That's one. And Juan don't want no hurricane. Juan don't want no hurricane.
And as you know, it's a tropical storm in Houston right now.
That's what I'm saying. And I was gonna ask, like, I wanted to wait till we was on air to ask, like, but you not that far, but that's where Jalen is, right?
Yeah, she called me Friday and Thursday. She called me Thursday. She's like, I might be coming up there this weekend because they said it's supposed to, be a lot of rain. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I called her Friday and I was like, how is it going? She said, oh, it just rained this morning, but they said it's supposed to rain all week next week. And it's supposed to rain here Wednesday and Thursday. So I guess everything is okay, and it hasn't rained that much, for her. It was mostly gonna hit hard on the coast. So she ain't here. So I told her to let me know if she needs to come.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, the good thing now, she went through. Was it Harvey that hit down there a couple of years ago? She went through that, and we were in California at the time. I wasn't here. But now she at least has somewhere to go. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Right.
If there's an issue or a problem, she can head this way, or I can go get her and come back, or whatever the case may be.
Right. And Juan, you'll leave right now and come back same day too.
Me and Kim was talking the other day, and she was like, she said something. She was like, yeah, that's because I said, oh, Jalen said she was coming, but she haven't called her. Something like, she's like, yeah, that's because she hasn't called you yet. I was like, what you mean? Because if she called and say she wants you to come or she needs you to come get her, you're going. I was like, she hasn't called me. She hasn't called me.
But that's a beautiful thing, though, man. That's a beautiful thing.
For sure.
Gotta do it.
Hey, but Pee-wee, but to answer your question though, seriously, I would just people wear your mask, dog. Like
that was gonna be mine.
I think a lot of the stuff that we going through, if you just wore your mask, man, and just really just chill, like you got people really in Vegas, like partying type stuff. Like, what are we doing? Like, sit your butt down, let this chill out, wear your mask, and I think we could really be done with it, man. I think Trina was telling me, I think it was Taiwan, like hasn't had a case in a while, but they literally shut down for, a couple of weeks, like everything, like nothing. And it works, but we hard-headed out here, man.
It's a couple things I won't say I'm upset about, but that has just been frustrating me. One, why did we open up the nation why didn't we just take the big hit while we were at it? We were already quarantined. Everybody was kind of getting in that routine of being quarantined. I just think that we should have just took the big hit and stayed inside for however long it took initially, rather than opening things back up and then putting people back inside. Because I think eventually we're going to go back inside at one point. The way it's looking,
Right.
I think we're headed back for another quarantine period. And I do not like how some people are making the mask a political conversation, because it's not a political conversation. Like they say, oh, the left wants us to wear the mask so Trump can win the election, or they're like trying to tie everything back into how the elections coming up and stuff like that. And it's just it's frustrating because the facts are there. People are dying. People are losing their jobs. The whole world is shutting down, and here you are trying to say that you don't need to wear a mask. I mean, like, at what point, what is it going to take for you to wear a mask? Let's answer that question. If you're anti-mask, what is it going to take for you to wear a mask, if anything at all? And if you're not willing to wear a mask, then you don't need to be out in public, or you know what I'm saying? It's just completely selfish. And on another note, I'm going back to Breonna Taylor and the Black Lives Matter thing. I see that people are still peacefully protesting, and I respect that. But people are doing yoga in the middle of the street, guys.
I knew you was gonna say that. You doing yoga. Like, I think it's like you. I'm with you. It's the fact of, like, you love to see the protests and you love to see the energy still flowing.
Right.
But like yoga.
Is this
like,
a protest or a link up?
Yeah. It's a reason.
You know what I'm saying?
Reason to link up. It's a reason.
Like, protesting for my life shouldn't be fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think protests are. I don't think there's anything fun or peaceful about a protest. I think that we've been peaceful up to this point. I think that as a unit, Black people are peaceful people. But when you put us in these conditions, I think it only makes a monster out of you. And for us to finally do something about it, I think something drastic needs to happen. I don't want, if I was to die in the hands of police officers, do not protest my life by doing yoga, Zaid. That's all I ask.
No, listen, I'm not letting nobody do no yoga.
Thank you. Do not. I don't want any of that. I don't want my name painted on the street. I don't want murals. I want actual change. And I'm tired of the gimmicks. I'm tired of put the Black Lives Matter on your jersey. What does that do?
No, but I will disagree with you with that, though.
What does that do?
I think that kind of keeps the conversation going.
True.
And I'm not saying, I'm not saying that it does anything like that. But when you read that, something sparks, or it should spark something in your head. You know what I mean?
Right. It keeps the conversation going. But when does anything action-wise ever happen after the conversation happens?
Right.
Well, I think at this moment, to keep the conversation alive, to keep it in front of people, because honestly, just my opinion is they want this to kind of fade away, as they always have done. Let you guys protest, let you guys do all this stuff, and kind of just like let it fade away without us not doing anything. Right. But on this end, this is a new generation where it's just not Black people, it's not brown people. You got whites, you got all ethnicities marching, protesting, and they're not letting it go. I think that's the reason why, like you said, you still seeing people out there peacefully protesting. They not letting it go. And, these governors and mayors have to answer for this. These people out here protesting, they got people on their neck. And to kind of piggyback off of that is when you're talking about when we open back up, the reason why we open back up is because you have people like in Orange County, people that have the money, that have the power, that have the cell phone number to the mayor and the governor. And, these politicians at the end of the day, all they want to do is keep their seat. It's all they want to do. So they'll rub elbows. They'll do whatever they need to do to the right people so they can keep their seat. So when Orange County said, hey, we understand the power that we have out here, we'll vote you out. So you need to open this back up. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm with you, Brother Fagan. I wish they would have just kept it shut down until we got rid of all of this, you know. But people that got money, power, and influence forced the hand of some of these folks. And then when you look at Miami or Florida, where you have it's a red state, so you have Donald Trump, who's kind of giving you the impression that you don't have to wear a mask. It's just, as he said, it's just going to go away and disappear. These Republican governors and mayors and stuff like that go off of his word. And they didn't shut down Miami. Miami's still up and running. They just finally put a mandate putting on masks when you get outside, you know, and they had high numbers.
Right.
You know, so, you know, I'm with you. Some of these folks out here protesting is not out here for a good reason. You got some people that's taking this Black Lives Matter thing and benefiting from it and not doing anything with it. You got those folks that's out there. Yes, you got folks out there like, oh, I can finally get out the house. Let me see who I can meet out here, see if I can hook up with somebody out here, and not taking the movement extremely serious. You got all of that. You got Breonna Taylor, as you brought up also, who these police officers still to this day has not been charged, has not been arrested. And because you have a mayor, or is he the governor or he's the mayor in Kentucky, who is a Trump supporter and literally is putting up roadblocks to make it happen. Like, that's what he's doing. He's putting up the roadblocks so that they cannot make it happen. And it's blatant. Like, it's not one of those,
it's on our radar, and we know
right.
this happens. We know we're not doing nothing about it.
I mean, all we can hope is that when voting does happen, that people, you know, get there or do whatever they got to take, like whatever, like literally whatever.
So why hasn't this been taken up to the federal level? Why hasn't the federal side stepped in and said, you know what, we're going to investigate this on our own?
They can't.
Because they haven't made a decision at the state level?
Exactly.
Okay.
See, the federal can't step in until the state does their part.
Right.
And then once the state does their part, and then if they see something that's wrong or doesn't look right, then the federal can step in.
Got it.
Yeah. So he's roadblocking this whole entire thing so that nobody can step in. And again, that let's just sweep it. Hopefully we could sweep this underneath the rug. But again, us keeping the conversation alive is making it hard for him just to sweep it underneath the rug.
Right.
And you have tons of people that's out here that has influence, that's truly making sure that the conversation doesn't stop.
Okay.
Definitely.
You know, so, but you know, I do hope that, you know, for Breonna's family, that they, you know, they do get some kind of closure and justice. I don't know if you guys saw the other day. Let me pull this up. And I thought, and I had to read the comments. And I thought it was very wrong one. I thought it was very interesting that the Tampa Bay Rays, the baseball team, the Tampa Bay Rays. Did you guys see the post that they put out the other day?
No.
Hold on, I'm trying to. Give me one sec. Here it is. Let me pull it up. And I thought it was very interesting that they posted this. I didn't see any other team, like no other team post this. And I was like, wow, like they really made a stand. But you saw the hatred of their so-called fans.
Oh, yeah, that's the part that kills me. While you doing that, I'm a comment reader. I like to read, whether it's on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever. I love to see when somebody just says something that should sound so normal and should be just clear and plain, and just to hear or read the comments of some people and how they truly feel, man, and how they can, you know, true colors are coming out, man. It's really crazy to read some of those comments about some of the stuff going on.
They make these comments like, oh, well, you guys lost a fan today, you know, and it just goes to show what they think of themselves. They think that
Right.
they're that powerful that if I stop supporting this team, then it means something, bro.
Right.
Nobody cares.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's
And
just we've empowered them
comment.
so much.
I love the comment, brother, when they say we don't need politics in sports. Okay.
Right.
Well, please stop playing the national anthem.
Please.
Hello.
Like ASAP.
Please.
Like if you don't want your politics, like you know what I mean? Like so it's a whole bunch of stuff that we could go on about. But I love that too, that fan stuff that you guys stick to. Now, I do agree that for the most part that we shouldn't be looking at, you know, some, you know, entertainers and athletes or whatever to be the voice of politics. However, you just can't shut people up. You need to let people, you know, get stuff off their chest. That doesn't mean you have to be the one to, you know, take their word for it. You know, that's why we need to be anything like study yourself, man. Research stuff yourself before you start making comments and trusting people's word before you know the truth about it. Right. Well, go ahead, P. What you have, P?
So the Tampa Bay Rays on their Twitter page, they go, today is opening day, which means it's a great day to arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then you saw, and as you guys say, I'm the same, Z. Instead of being mad at the sports or taking our social issues, why not be mad at the sports that have stand up for social issues, because those are the ones that aren't doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
And there was more. She wasn't murdered. She was caught in a crossfire when her boyfriend, who was the one who had a warrant, pulled a gun out on the police and fired at the police.
Like, where did you hear this story?
Like, where did you get that? He was released, my dude. Like, he was released.
Come on.
Yeah.
Where did you get this story? And they just take it and run with it. Just tell me you hate me. Just tell me you hate me. Please. You know.
I'm trying to tell you.
Just stop lying. Thank you. Just tell me you hate me. Just tell me.
I don't even want you to tell me you hate me. I want you to tell me.
Let me finish though. Let me finish this. You gotta hear this though.
More comments.
Oh no, but this is what I love. Here we go. He says the boyfriend who had a warrant pulled out a gun and fired at the police. Enough of this agenda. Get your facts straight. It's unfortunate she was killed, but blame her boyfriend who was responsible. Here we go. The next comment came in after him. She goes, "You're 100% wrong. Warrant was for somebody else, not at that resident, already in custody."
Right.
Breonna's boyfriend had a legal weapon, license to carry. He fired one shot into the floor to scare off the intruders. Cops didn't identify themselves. Charges against the boyfriend dropped. Like,
but yeah. But
so just what's your news outlet? Like, where are you finding out this information?
Well, they only hear what they want to hear.
And I was about to say, Juan, same thing. Like that person said, forget about the agenda. No, you have an agenda. It was a black man with a gun, and you trying to say that he didn't, you know, he had a warrant. Every black man don't have no warrants now.
Right.
Everybody ain't Juan Fagan. You know what I mean?
Hey man, that was back in like 91.
Hey man,
come on, man.
You had warrants, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, raise your hand if you ever had a warrant.
Y'all like crazy.
I love you all.
I live my life to the fullest.
I love it. But you see, just like they say an agenda, you have an agenda. And it's to make us these predators. It's to make us these killers, these thieves, these thugs. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
But like brother said, you know, just tell me you hate me. I don't need you to tell me you hate me. I already know that. I want you to tell me what did I do for you to hate me? What did I do? What did I do that you hate me so much?
Right.
What did my people do?
For real.
That you hate my people so much. Just tell me that.
Hey, it's funny, man. You know I love this stuff. It's funny how the people who've done us the worst want us to be so peaceful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want us to come together. Like, we need to talk. Don't fight racism with racism. Like, and I'm not saying we need to be racist, but now you done did all this damage, all this fighting and wars to take over countries, but you want us to be peaceful. You want us to be like, you know what, let's just sit down and talk about this.
Give me the benefit of the doubt, please.
Instead of giving you the same energy you gave us.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Why don't we enslave you and oppress you for 400 years?
Oh, well, give me 300
and let's see how you like it.
Yeah. 300 and then give them the Jim Crow, well, whatever we gonna call it, because we need to name it something black. Yeah.
And then let's see how you would feel at the end of it. Let's hang you from some damn trees. Locked up.
All right, man. Don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube page. Hit that subscribe button. Click on that bell. Make sure you guys get us, okay? You don't want to miss out on the next episode. This is Throwback Thursday. And before we get up out of here on this Throwback Thursday, I said I got to do this. And I know that you guys saw this in the chat. All right? So I'm going to read what I put in the chat so that everybody, no one's getting confused here on the question, okay? All right? Name a store. Hey, young Fagan, what year was you born?
97.
All right, so you cool. You can still answer this then. You're still in the ballpark. All right, so name a store in the 80s or the 90s that doesn't exist anymore that you went to religiously.
Blockbuster. Easy.
I like that.
Blockbuster.
That's good. That's
Damn,
good.
That's it.
Good. Man.
Quiznos.
Quiznos is still around?
Yeah, Quiznos
I don't
still
think
around.
so. I ain't seen Quiznos in
a
years. No, it's not there no more. It's not there no more.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking when I read that, I was thinking Thrifties.
Ha ha.
Now I know they part of I think they part of Save On or something right now.
In Rite Aid.
But it's in Rite Aid. But that used to be the store. It was called Thrifties though.
I don't think that counts.
I mean,
no, that counts. That counts.
You were born in 97. You know what I was doing in 97?
Juan Fuego.
I got quite a few. Alpha
Come on,
Beta.
Elder. Oh, Alpha Beta.
Damn.
The Boys.
Damn, that was a supermarket.
Yep.
Zodies.
Yep.
I don't remember Zodies. I don't know.
What?
Right.
Yeah.
Zodies was kind of like Walmart.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I say the Compton Swap Meet? We used to live
Mr.
around
Compton
the corner.
Swap Meet.
We used to live around the corner.
Man.
We was living there when it burnt down.
What about you, P?
Mine was Fedco.
Yep.
Fedco, okay.
Mine was Fedco. Yeah.
Oh man, I was thinking about another one. What was one of them? It was like a Sam's Club. What was it called? Price was
Price Club.
Price Club.
Isn't this
Price Club?
Isn't Toys R Us gone?
Toys R Us is gone.
Toys R Us is gone. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Well, this is how we do it, man. Throwback Thursday. We take you guys back in the day, some of the spots that you used to go to religiously. It's not around
Pee-wee.
anymore.
I got one for you, Pee Wee.
Huh.
I got one for you. Tom McCann. I don't remember Tom McCann. It was like a little shoe store. It used to be in the Carson Mall. See, y'all don't remember when Carson Mall used to have McDonald's in it.
What? You know I'm about to do it to you all.
Juan in 79.
One in a whole nother thing, man.
Yeah.
That man said Tom McCain's like He was
Tom
waiting like
McCann,
somebody
bro.
go say
Y'all-
yeah.
Bro, y'all don't know Tom McCann?
Excuse me?
When you get
No.
up when you go in there and ask your mom if she remember Tom McCann, she'll tell you.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, you talking about brother? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask my mama too. So, where was the McDonald's in the Carson Mall, bro?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's totally different now. Way down there where JC, well, it used to be, you know, it used to go down where the Target is now. It used to go further down there. So it was like down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay.
They used to
you
have
a
a
Carson
carousel
legend,
in
bro.
there and
You a
everything.
Carson legend, bro.
I don't know. They need to put a monument, you know, Juan Fuega's monument up there.
What a Carson legend,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? They need to put a plaque up there as soon as you
Come
walk
on,
in the
man.
door.
VP
Right.
Loco, homeboy, 13
VP
block.
Love.
Yeah.
Spooky, my leader.
Oh my God. How you gang banging with your church shirt on?
Hey, man, you know, that was back in the day I turned my life over to the Lord.
Amen. Amen.
Hey, before we go,
Amen.
I got a question for brother.
Huh.
Registered to vote?
Of course. MAGA.
Oh my God.
Make sure you get in there.
Take us home, Pee Wee. Please take us home. Take us home, Pee Wee.
4 more years.
Take us home. Take us home.
Bro, today I was driving around. I seen so many Trump stickers and
Oh my God.
It's
people
disheartening.
got Trump flags at their house and all of this stuff. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
They trying to keep themselves alive. They already know it's coming to the end. It's like a slow death.
I hope so, man. Like for real. Like I hope so.
But I mean, I don't want to get back on a tangent though. About this dude. But hey, check it out, ladies and gents. Like I said before, follow us on YouTube. Click on that bell, subscribe. Get us every Thursday. We drop a new episode. You don't want to miss out. That's Deacon Zaid. That's Juan Fuego, special guest. Brother Fuegan joining us. I'll be your man, Big Pee Wee. We are the No Boundaries crew, just my opinion. You guys have a wonderful and blessed Thursday, and we'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Peace.